For today's video, as you guys can already tell from the title and thumbnail, I'll be going through my GameCube collection. If you're new here, hi, my name's Jess, aka Lekavi, and welcome back to my channel. So the first thing I actually want to show you guys is my childhood GameCube, which is actually the GameCube console my brother and I had when we were young. It is beat up. It definitely does not look the greatest. It is missing this plate right here. And it has no cables and no controllers. Fantastic. I have a great controller to go with it, and I also have two more GameCubes, which I did put a video, which I will link in the corner over here. I just put them away nicely upstairs. They're already packed, so I don't want to take them out of the box, but I do already have a video showing them, and so I just really wanted to show this one, as this is the only one I never showed on my channel. But this is my gray one, this is my childhood one, and even if I don't have any other cables, I'm pretty sure if I just use the other cables with the other GameCubes, it would work fine. And I'm not going to part with it because it has so many souvenirs inside of this thing. So this is the GameCube, my gray one. Then I also have a indigo colored one and a black one. To get into the fun part of this video, it is the games, because a GameCube, unlike like a DS or a Switch, doesn't have that many accessories, or at least I don't have any, so it's just the consoles and the controllers. But now we're on to the games, and I have over 40 of them. I just picked one of the random piles that I have in front of me. I kind of categorized them, kind of did not, so there's sense and then there's no sense. First up is Animal Crossing, which I feel very happy to have. I did not own it when I was a child though. This is one of the newer additions to my collection because I really wanted to dive back into the whole Animal Crossing world before the one on Switch. So this is one of the newer ones that I got. New, but not new. Next up, The Incredibles. Had this one when I was a child. Madagascar. Very fun one. I did not have it when I was a child, but I did play it in my more recent years, and it was very fun. Next up, two games that I've seen my brother play so many times when I was younger, and I loved seeing him play them. It is Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. Hi! She always chooses to make the best appearances. I opened my TV stand and it's never opened usually, so she's just sniffing in there, so we're just gonna let her be. But yeah, so it's Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2, such fun games, and these next ones are also games that I've loved seeing my brother play. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 and TMNT. Both games my brother played quite a lot as a child. I played them, but I didn't fully play them as I was younger than him and very young at that time, so I didn't always understand the whole concepts of certain missions and stuff, but I do remember, I think one of my favorite things to do when I couldn't do a game or couldn't understand a game was to watch him play it, and these were two that I loved watching my brother play. On to the next random pile. First up is a game that I've mentioned in some videos before. It is Namco Museum 50th Anniversary game. Such a classic. I loved playing it when I was younger. My mom's played it a lot, my brothers played it a lot. I gotta say, Dig Dug was absolute gem. Pac-Man as well, obviously. And then you have so many other classics like Galaga, Rolling Thunder, and stuff like that. Just such a fun collection to have. And there is a similar one on Switch, which I do highly recommend. Another one I've mentioned on my channel before, it is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. There is a Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered, and it gave me the vibes as this. But this one, my brother and I used to play it all the time together. So many memories. Honestly, I kind of want to ask him at one point if we should just do a gaming day where we just go and play some of the games we used to play as kids together. Next up, this one is another one I loved watching my brother play, and honestly it's kind of cute to look at now, and it is Pixar Cars. And the reason I say it's cute is because my brother now has kids, and one of them is a toddler that is obsessed with cars, and so this just reminds me of how my brother used to love cars so much, and I would play with him, and he kind of passed that love on to his son, which is the cutest little thing. These next two really show just how much my brother and I were very similar as kids. This is Naruto Clash of Ninja 2 and Naruto Clash of Ninja. Two Naruto games. I'm very obsessed with Naruto still to this day. It is my absolute #1 favorite anime, and I know that my brother used to watch it a lot too, which is the reason why we own so many Naruto games across so many platforms. These are the two that we have on GameCube. They were absolutely so fun, and I still play some Naruto games on my Switch, so this just says a lot. These next ones, I've talked about them on my channel before, but I'm going to talk about them even more right now. It is Bratz Forever Diamonds and Bratz Rock Angels. I was about to mispronounce that. And I'm so excited because I said in a video a while ago that I love these games. They're absolutely amazing. They are gems of my childhood. This one I got more recently. This one is the one that I had when I was a kid. And they're coming out with a new one. I'm not kidding. They're coming out with a new one, and I think by the time you guys see this video, it might already be released, which is insane. But it is called Bratz Flaunt Your Fashion, and I pre-ordered it, and I cannot wait to play it. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see how it plays. I can't see how it compares. I'm excited. Very, very excited. And these next two were very clearly my brother's games because I never played these ones, but it's Beautiful Joe 2. Is that it? And then NFL Street. Yeah, those ones were my brother's, so I don't know that much about them, but these two were definitely my brother's. On to the third pile of 4. We're getting there. I don't think we're quite halfway yet, but we're getting there. First up, a game that was an absolute gem to play as a child. It is Avatar: The Last Airbender. I do have a lot of memories of my brother playing it, but also of me playing it. Honestly, some of the games that they did for shows back then were so good. Nowadays, I just don't find the love for them quite as much, but I feel like that also could be when I was a child, it looked so much better to me than in my eyes now, if that makes sense. Next up are 2 games. I'll go through each one at a time. It is SpongeBob SquarePants Lights Camera Pants. And another fun game. And then I also have the OG SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. I do own the remastered one on Switch, but this is the OG, guys. Next up, some games that reminisce my childhood, not just for me though, but also for my mom, as she used to watch Scooby-Doo when she was younger. It's crazy to think how Smurfs and Scooby-Doo are still a thing to this day, but they were a thing like years and years ago. Sometimes it's just crazy for me to realize. But the first one is Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. And then I also have Scooby-Doo Unmasked. 2 really great Scooby-Doo games, honestly. They're gems. I'm trying to turn them around properly. They are amazing and they were very, very fun. Like I said, sometimes some of the games they used to do for shows and stuff when I was a kid were just so much better than today. But like I said, children's eyes and older eyes just don't do the same thing. Next up, I remember putting this one in a video and saying that I genuinely loved it, but it's a game that I think would today not have an E for Everyone rating. That is for sure. But it is Shadow the Hedgehog. It definitely would have a mature rating today. If you don't know why, you can definitely tell why. But it was still very fun. Such a weird, it feels like a fever dream, this game sometimes, but it's a thing. It's a thing. I still enjoyed it, but it's a weirder one. Going past Shadow, we have some Sonic games. So the first one up is Sonic Heroes. Another one that I had when I was a child. And then this one as well, it is Sonic Mega Collection. I also had when I was a kid. My brother and I played them a lot. Had fun, we played together on these ones. So yeah. So in last week's video, I did post a little part of this little guy. It is Spyro. He is from the U2's collection. I pre-ordered him like months ago. I'm still so thankful I secured a pre-order because they went fast. Like some of the ones with different faces went super fast. I managed to secure that one. I do not know if they have in stocks, but the reason I'm mentioning it is because these next games are Spyro. First up, Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. Next up, Spyro A Hero's Tale. And lastly, The Legend of Spyro A New Beginning. All amazing games, were also fun. Spyro A New Beginning was actually part of my childhood. My brother played it a lot and it was very, very fun. Next up, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. And then to kind of go with Spyro, because I've always associated the two together, I have Crash Bandicoot games. So I have, here she is. So I have Crash Nitro Kart. And then I have Crash Bandicoot The Wrath of Cortex. On to my last and potentially one of my favorite piles. I'm excited to show you guys these ones. First up on the pile is The Simpsons Hit and Run. If you have not played this game, also another game that I feel like, okay, maybe the teen rating's good, but I feel like it may get an M in today's day and age. Maybe. But this is another one that I absolutely love, and I'm pretty sure I put it in a video where I talked about games I wish they would make again today, and this is one of those games. I really wish they would remake this because it was absolutely amazing. Next up, another one that I wish would get remade. It is Pokemon XD. Gale of Darkness. Honestly, one of my most prized possessions because you can't really find them anymore, but I'm still super thankful that I have it in my collection. My brother put so many hours into this one and I loved watching him play. A lot of these I played as well, but my brother was the one that played the most because he was older than me and I just loved watching him, and that's how I learned how to get through the levels and how to get better at gaming, thanks to him. Next up, this one is one of the games that I revisited during the month of October. It is Luigi's Mansion. Absolute gem, and for some reason I love all the other Luigi's Mansion, but they just don't give me the same vibe as this one did. And the 3DS one really brought me back, and it was fun to have it on a portable device. Although I wish they could have brought it over to the Switch. Replaying it on the Switch would be even better, but I'm very thankful they did remake it for the 3DS. But this is one of my favorite Luigi's Mansion of all time. A lot of these are honestly just games I want them to remake and bring back, because this next one is Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. I think a lot of people are on the same page. Although I don't hate all the other Paper Marios, sometimes I don't understand the hate some of the ones get on the 3DS. I do still love this one, and I understand the hype, but I still loved all the other Paper Mario games. Honestly, they're all fun to me, they're all different, and I love them all. Mario Kart Double Dash is the next one that I wish they can bring back some of the, controls, having two people on the same cart and stuff. That was iconic, I loved it, and I wish they bring it back. Probably one of my favorite games of all time is next, and it is Super Mario Sunshine. I don't understand some of the hate it gets. I really don't. I wish, okay, obviously it was very hard, but I wish some more people loved it too. It is part of my favorites of all time, for sure. Up next, Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. I was about to butcher that. And this next one is Mario Power Tennis, and I'd say one of my favorite things about it is that there's, Isle Delfino in the back. Like, I love Mario Sunshine. I'm gonna love having Isle Delfino appear in some things. Mario Party 6, and my absolute favorite of all the Mario Parties, Mario Party 7. I wish they could have brought back some of the boards from Mario Party 7 into the newest Mario Party on Switch. That is a dream of mine. I hope they go back and remake another one with some boards from Mario Party 7, because some of them were my absolute favorites. And the last two games of this collection video is The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker and The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Two more prized possessions of mine, because a lot of these games are harder to come by now, so honestly so glad I managed to add them to my collection as I grew older. I cannot believe this, but I did go through all of my games with you guys and all of my stuff. I didn't show the two first GameCubes, I do apologize for that. They're a little bit far and I did put out a video already, but I did show the one that I played when I was a kid, which is really awesome. There is quite a lot of games, there's over 40 games, and for some collectors it may not be a lot. For me, it's quite a lot. It's definitely quite a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and do tell me what your favorite GameCube game is or was, or what games you guys love the most. And other than that, that was all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.